the Bullring, and we are back in the ARCA Series after skipping last week here at a short track, a tough short track. I don't remember the last time I've raced here, but it's been a little while. We're here in the ARCA Series. Running default brakes because ARCA cars on a short track are always very slippery getting into the corner. And as you saw there, we are the number one. So we're going to go try and put out a good lap time. I was not fastest in the open practice before the session launched, but I am fastest in the practice right before this qualifying session, so we'll see if we can replicate that at all. Or I'll just get loose and kill both laps.
One more lap.
That was great. I really don't want to start towards the back if we can help it. Good grief, we're all over the place. We're going to be starting towards the back. Was looking for a 15.0 and we could only do a 15.4.
There's the checkered.
Completely choked that one. Oh gosh. If I could just qualify. Like, I just did practice laps and it was not that slick. Like, look at my lap time in practice. 15.007. But we're down in P9, just going to try and survive and see if we can keep the tires on it for all 50 laps without lighting them up too much. It's going to be treacherous back there. It's going to be hard to pass. It's going to be hard to make a move underneath somebody. And any little contact is going to probably cause a big wreck. As we continue to fall on the standings. We got Bobby Hamilton Jr. in here. I don't know if I've ever raced with him. I assume that's the son of Bobby Hamilton. Man, that was just absolutely terrible qualifying. Absolutely terrible qualifying effort. Everyone's done except for the one guy who is not in the session, so it's probably going to make us wait anyway. We also have Aiden in here. He's in the number 11. He qualified ahead of us. Good luck to him. There's a huge margin between him and he's right ahead of us. This big gap right here is probably all the people that nearly spun out in their qualifying lap. We got a 4X and a bunch of 2Xs for that. So that should keep things interesting, and we are not waiting on anybody except the people that are not in the game. The 7 car has left as well. He only qualified 12th. Everybody else is done. But the shortening of qualifying got canceled due to activity, even though that is a lie. I wish they would fix that. We're starting P11. We'll see if we can have a mid-pack charge and see if we can work our way up to the top 5. I think any top 5 would be great for us. We'll have to see, though. There were some really quick guys in practice. It seemed like the 3 car was really quick. I remember that. And if we look at practice times, the 2 and the 9, the 2 is starting, he's starting up towards the front too. And so is the 9. We definitely choked it hard. That was really bad. That was after, usually I don't run a very good practice lap, so it sets my expectations pretty low, but here I actually ran a good practice lap, and that just 4/10 off on my qual. It's just terrible. Just trying too hard, put the pressure on for the qualifying when the laps actually matter, and that's what happens. We got 8 more seconds to wait here. We'll just wait. Take a look at my practice laps, I guess. Take a look at this .007 I did, wrapping that white line. Very smudged white line. This is what a good lap is supposed to look like. Too bad. But starting 11th, at least we're starting on the inside. And we're just going to have to be careful of checkups in front of us and watch where we're going and just make sure we're ready to slow down.
Alright, man. Line up on the inside row.
And don't spin out.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Hopefully we'll get a decent start.
SOF is
Hopefully no one dives it 3 wide instantly right near us, which tends to happen. Bullring is always a mess, typically. No matter what series goes here. I think I have one here in the old late model. If I remember correctly, maybe I'm getting that wrong, but I feel like I have one here in that car. I wouldn't say it's my best track though. I haven't owned it for very long compared to all my other oval content. This was the last oval I had to buy in order to get everything on the oval side, which is pretty crazy. No specific reason for that other than the stuff I raced never came here, so I never had a reason to get it until I started racing more and doing a bunch of different series. And I do enjoy it. It's a fun, unique little short track. Don't know how far we're going to be able to move up, though. We're just going to have to try and survive and see what we can get. But this was not where I wanted to start off. But it wouldn't be a race with me if I didn't qualify poorly, regardless of how quick I can actually go.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
We'll just start in second, just make sure we don't gun it.
Get ready.
And spin the tires instantly. Don't need to add that unnecessary heat into the rears.
Pace cars in.
Pace car's in already. Leader can go whenever he wants. We're going to be mid-corner when he does go.
Green flag.
Waits till
flag.
green. Gets the bottom kind of stacked up.
Got one outside. Still there.
See if we can use our advantage on the bottom here.
Stay low.
Be ready for a big stack up somewhere.
Stay low.
They're getting kind of dicey there up front.
You're in the top 10. Stay
3
low.
wide behind us. We're going to sneak around this 11 of Aiden if we can. Oh, 15 up there, I think. That's who that was, getting loose. Wrecking the Interstate Batteries car.
3 wide. All clear. All
Give
clear.
room for that. You can use the apron here, though with this car it's probably not the best idea. I think the 15 just got loose on corner entry.
Left of the session.
See if we can
Got one
sneak
outside.
underneath him.
Car in P4, just hit the fastest lap. 15.2.
Oh, and we're about to lose it. That was not a good corner.
Stay low. That was your fastest lap of the session. Still there? Hold the line.
Alright, sneak around him.
The car in P5 just hit the fastest lap. 15.149.
See if we can catch back up here.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P.
Just don't want to be sliding around too much, like we just saw
988.
Hamilton do in front of us. All that little tiny slides are going to add more and more heat. That's going to be very hard to get out of the tires, and it's just going to make it harder and harder to keep it from spinning out. And we're just going to instantly get hit. Don't know what that was about. Pretty sure I was entering the corner the same. He might have been getting help behind him. Who knows? Now we got the 6 car who's a lap down, not getting out of the way of lead traffic. Somehow we did not get spun out there after we got hit in the rear. I don't know how we kept it straight. Very lucky. I'm sure we don't have any damage. And here we go. Great work. Great work by me.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 5.2 seconds. The leader is
We didn't
coming
need
up.
all that iRating anyway. That just happened out of nowhere. I was Thought I was entering the corner the same I had been, but apparently not. Poor all around. Just had to wait there for the whole field to go by, and we're going to be lapped now. Doubt I'm going to be able to stay ahead of him. Don't know why that just came around on me. That's why you always run a little bit more brake bias on the short tracks, but even that didn't save me. We're just going to have to get out of the way of the leaders now, unfortunately. Not quick enough to stay ahead of them.
Inside.
And it's going to kill our race.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. All clear,
But
all
really,
clear.
the spin killed our race.
Inside. All clear, all clear.
Now we'll just hope we can catch a couple freebies. Probably won't be happening. Man, that's unfortunate. I haven't had a terrible poor finish in ARCA in a while, so I guess we were due for one. And at least it was all my own fault.
Clear low, clear low.
But that thing just snapped in a hurry, just no warning whatsoever. Felt totally balanced getting into the corner to the 3 spins, but he's probably going to be able to get back going before we can get around to him. We might be able to pass the 19 here.
Got one outside.
We do.
Clear high, clear high.
Everything's pretty spread out now, so we're probably not going to get much else. Unless there's just a giant wreck stopped somewhere.
197.
Well, dang it. We were doing okay. But then we got ran over into the corner, and I guess seeing that guy right in my mirror made me want to enter the corner harder, so we didn't get hit again. And then we just lost it. That's why I wasn't entering the corner that quick to begin with, but we did see, I think that was the 15 that did it. We did see him get loose entering the corner earlier. We'll just complete all the laps, not even halfway yet. We could get a few more. 17 up here is letting the leaders go by. I might just drive it in the wall and spin out again as well. So we could still finish worse. I think the problem is I'm racing here at night, and the night lighting is just not good. And I just can't see as well. That'll be my excuse anyway. We do have a few people up here for position. Could maybe sneak back into the top 10, but I don't know. We'll do everything we can.
The leader just did a 15.389.
17 lets the 4 go. See if we can catch up and set up a pass. He might just be quicker than us anyway.
Alright, we're halfway.
Just now to halfway.
Go low.
'18 car up there is also for position. See how hard these two race each other.
Outside.
Maybe sneak around here
Still there?
carefully.
You're clear
Don't
high,
spin down
clear
underneath
high.
somebody. That wouldn't be good.
Got one outside.
17's having trouble getting off the corner
Stay low.
at the moment.
Stay low. You're clear high.
We
high.
clear 'em.
The leader just did a 15.366. Got one outside.
Alright. Back to 11th. Are we going to get anything else? Won't be holding my breath for it.
20 more laps.
Got 20 to go. That's not the first time I've self-spun as the number 1 car. I've done it before. It's not that big of a deal.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 5.4 seconds.
I think the last time was at USA, where I was number 1 and just self-spun like 3 times. Sounds right. In the ARCA series. Try and pull away from those 2 for position as far as we can before we have to let these 2 go by, so we don't end up letting them back in our race.
We have a slow car up high.
We got somebody spun here. That'll be a position for us. Looks like, maybe. No, he got back going. 2.5 seconds ahead. That would be our top 10 if we could get there. We got another wreck somewhere. Oh, that's Aiden. Unfortunately.
The leader just did a
He's not wrecked, but he's a lap down.
2.5.
Two cars almost here.
Got one stopped up high.
Another stopped car.
Go low.
That's for position as well. Wasn't that the leader? Was there contact, or did he lose it like I did? Puts us back to the top 10. Probably a good thing that we spun early in this race. We're gonna have to let the 2 go by next corner. Let's get up out of his way.
Got one inside. Clear low.
Maybe he
clear
can open
low.
the door up on the 15.
10 to go at the line.
But we're probably gonna have to let the 8 go as well.
The leader just did a 15.935. Slow car up high.
Slow car up high call. I guess that's just for Aiden.
Outside. Still there. You're clear high. Clear high.
Got somebody down low, but he's already a lap down to us. We're just not quite quick enough to get up to the 15. We're running out of laps.
Outside.
But he did just get big loose there.
All clear. All clear.
Up ahead of the 2. And he's still getting loose.
5 to go at the line. This is less than optimal.
Yes, yes, shut up. He's fighting hard on the outside because we're racing him for position. We're gonna have to let the 8 go by.
Got one inside. 2 laps to go.
I think the 15 is gonna
Did a 15.
hurt himself by racing so hard up on the outside of the 2 and the 8. He's cutting down in front of the 8.
All right, man. White flag at the line.
White flag. And the 8 gets into him.
Your ass gets reported. Fuck you. Stay high. There's a car. car on the low side.
And this is for position. I just realized this is who the leader was, and we're not even going to gain a spot from that. Gosh dang it. Messing around, trying to figure out where we're going to go.
Hey, man, thank you, Nine.
There's the flag,
Got
man.
me down there.
It's over.
Pretty wide thing. Appreciate it.
Great job, driver.
Hey, we got a top 10. That was a bad race for us. Not a good one, but we didn't die. So if you self-spin racing this combo, don't feel bad. Because I certainly did it. We finished dead center of the field. Tires 96, 95. Really the heat was the most important thing there. And yeah, that was all our own fault there. I mean, obviously the self-spin, but putting us way back in the pack before that happened didn't help things with our terrible qualifying. And yeah, let's go take a look. I don't even know what place we were in when that happened. Maybe 9th. So I think we got back to pretty much where we were. I mean, we finished ahead of where we qualified, so not that bad. Didn't hit anything when we spun. So this is what we saw at the beginning. 15 got loose, got up into the 2, and we all sneak around that. And then we're on the inside of the 2. He grew up, or the 15, and he gets up into the wall. And oh, big net code there with Aiden and the 6. That puts Aiden head on into the wall. And the 15 just overdriving it again into the turn 3. I mean, we were breaking the same distance away nearly the same distance every lap. And I mean, you see we're not slowing down massively from the 10 in front of us. He just way overcooked it. You see him sliding into the corner there. And then blank car spins into the pit entry. Then the 3 car from the lead. See, we weren't the only ones. The 3 car from the lead, it just comes out from underneath him into turn 3. It just, with no warning, just could happen. It didn't even show our spin. We'll have to go back and look at it. I don't even think we got all the way around. Stinks we couldn't stay ahead of him though, because we were waiting on the 15 and the lead traffic around us racing so hard. Oh, and the 3 gets into the corner again and spins. That's unfortunate for him. Had we not been racing around lead lap cars and we could just go and try and pass the 15, I think we could have stayed ahead of the 3 after all that, but we were getting so bottled up because the 15 was worried about losing the spot to me to let the leaders go. But, I mean, we're coming down the last handful of laps, so the gloves come off at that point. 5 just drives right through the 13 and then celebrates his victory, well earned after intentionally wrecking a guy, I guess. We didn't do that, but we did self-spin, and we get 10th because of it. Let's go see. We did our fastest lap, and then the immediate next lap we self-spin. So I think this is our fastest lap of the race, so 15:057. And the tires were like, that's the only lap we can do that quick. No more of that. Way too hot now. So I'm just getting into the corner, and it just comes around. Didn't hit anything, but no chance to get back going without waiting on everybody to go. I mean, we could have tried, but that was not going to be a good idea with corner exit there. Oh well, it happens. Not the first time, won't be the last, but still top 10. Could have been a lot worse. So yeah, thanks for watching.